Hey, y'all, guess what time it is? It's the Grawlix Saves the World time.
All right, the Grawlix saves the world.
That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
We're getting fixed, our worries are nixed. Let's have some cake while the Grawlix saves the world. We're getting fixed, our worries are nixed. Let's have some cake while the Grawlix saves the world. We're getting fixed, our worries are nixed. Let's have some cake while the Grawlix saves the world.
Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Grawlix Saves the World.
Yay, we're
Brand new ep coming
Yeah.
into your inbox. I'm Adam Caton Holland.
I'm Andrew Orbital.
My name is Ben Roy.
You always say it like you're not sure if you're Andrew Orbital.
I just want to make sure I nail the pronunciation on it, you know?
Yeah.
It's a
I'm
tricky
Andrew Orbital.
Orbital? Am I saying it
right?
This is a podcast where we try to better the world around us by bettering ourselves. How
Yeah.
do we do that? Passive-aggressive challenges designed to make the others feel bad.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
aggressive challenges.
Yeah, I guess there's no passivity to it.
Yeah, just pointing out what's wrong with each other and trying to fix it. Real quick, before we go anywhere,
Yeah.
how did everybody do with their likes and ums? Have you been more aware of it?
I have been more aware, just as I
yeah.
butcher, like the way I talk, I'm like hyper aware now. Yeah, I have been aware in the
Previous-
Jesus Christ.
If you're not, if you didn't check it out in the previous episode, the challenge was to try to police ourselves from using like, and then
You
we,
added it
and we
to add
used
ums.
200-year-old prairie school marm justice to
Yep.
instill.
The most effective teaching tool out there.
pain.
Yeah,
Angry school marm.
It worked. It's interesting how much I've become aware of it now, and I'm trying to police it on myself.
Yeah, I hope I didn't give you guys a complex. I just
You
think
did.
it's okay, good. Well,
Yeah.
actually, I meant that I'm glad I did. I found that I continue to be the most erudite, best speaker of the Grawlix. And if anything, I've just noticed it more in other people and walk around more generally disgusted with the state of humanity.
You are a gigantic urbane in my ass. I won't lie about it. But I will say this. You're not going to break me because if you notice, I haven't used a single like as of yet, except that one in the aforementioned context.
Somebody's been
that
listening
was
to
appropriate.
Beyonce because he's coming back stronger.
Access bot.
I don't know what the effect of the like challenge
Wow.
was on you, but I like it.
Yeah.
And that's a like I
You've
can
changed,
use.
and
That
we-
is a like I can use.
Yeah. So what have you both been up to? What's been new here? See how I'm talking with more confidence.
Ben,
I'm
you
more
guys can't see.
assertive.
He's standing on the table. Yeah. And he's just kind of letting everyone know he's in charge.
Yeah. Yeah. So what's
Yeah.
been new, guys? I've actually found that to not say like or I just have to speak much more forcefully and I have to be a little bit more aggressive.
Yeah.
And the tone has to come out that I know what I'm saying. I have to feel confident about it.
And it kind of
you
speeds
sound like
up.
you're ready to talk to the manager. So congratulations.
I feel like if Ben really kept going, it would hit hyper speed. It's like it's one of those perpetual motion machines when Ben.
I just talk
so good.
like I've gone in the back room and done some cocaine with my friends, and I emerge cock-strutting back into the room.
And you didn't say like once.
and
And
I
it's
could see the appeal.
I
I
found
could
your
see-
delivery so much more exciting than your
Do you see what I
normal
mean,
delivery.
though? If you come at things a little more aggressive, you're less likely to say the word like because you're being aggressive.
I 100% find that to be the case. I absolutely believe what you're putting forth.
Okay.
And I co-sign it.
It's a
heartily.
slippery slope. This is now an alt-right podcast. It happens that fast.
Yep.
It starts with the cadence.
It certainly
and now it's racist anti-vaxxer
I've also
theories.
found that if I fucking swear more, if I throw a few fucks in, and I really don't look at me like that, you fucking. He's showing his teeth. I haven't said the word like once because I'm not a
You're
fuckwad.
cutting a
Do you
WWE promo.
It's very unsettling. All of this is unsettling.
No, but seriously, what
I think
have
you have a little booger. Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
It kind
well-
of distracted me with
Well,
the
I
rant.
pushed it out my nose in a moment of rage.
That's how forcefully he was speaking. He's exhaling out his mouth and nose at the same
But this
time.
is what people want. They want someone assertive. Okay.
Finally, an alpha male in the room.
All right, let's move on to the challenge. Ben's out comedically for the next 2 minutes.
So I was thinking, Ben, this challenge might be right up your alley.
Oh, okay.
I have a problem getting enough sleep, and it affects me because I'm consistently tired. I don't give myself enough time to sleep, nor do I have any good sleep habits, even though I know.
Well, wait. So you're just making a vague statement here. What's wrong with your sleep habits?
How many hours of sleep do you get a night?
5 or 6
That's
usually.
not enough.
I know
Yeah.
it's not enough because
I guarantee I know what's wrong with your habits. You're up watching movies, playing video games till the exact second you go to sleep. Your orbital brain's firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, that is the problem.
You need to wind it
because
down.
at the end of the day, you've got that like sweet prime time night free time where it's like now I can do fun shit. Now my responsibilities are done. And now for a cool glass of mint tea.
In a video game where I murder 3,000 people.
So
I know we're joking around, but we're also nailing an average night.
do you have trouble shutting your brain off? I already
Yeah.
know the answer to this. I'm asking them for because during
And that's why I love booze, is because booze was like, well, time to downshift into sleepy time mode. So
Time to
I'll
be
just,
dumb,
yeah,
idiot.
So I'll just swig a few and fucking toddle off to bed. Fall
ooh,
asleep
the old
face
swig and
first.
toddle. that's the name of Andrew's new farm to table bistro.
Swig and toddle?
The swig and toddle.
Sure. I love their hearth dishes.
Yeah,
You
they're-
just want to curl up next to
Yeah,
it and
I like their
snooze.
hearth. They have a nice hearth that's swig and toddle.
Swig
Well, my
and
favorite
toddle.
part is the warming rock at the end of the meal that you take your shirt off and you just drape your body over.
Nice.
Yeah.
Reptile style.
Reptile. Would you like your meal reptile style?
They give
comes
it
with
to
a
you.
warming rock?
But they give it
with
to you
the
on the
rock.
hot rock. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know how popular that would be? I mean, we're
very
joking
popular.
around, but
I'll have the smothered burrito. Would you like that reptile style?
Just fat
they
American.
lead you to this large.
The swig and toddle.
Jesus Christ.
We're elevating it at swig
Yeah,
and toddle.
at swig and toddle, we've elevated reptile style. So you swig, then you toddle, and you. But I will say, and Adam can attest to this, that during the time we were doing Those Who Can't, and while we were, especially during the creative phase where we would be writing it, your hours are insane. Like we would get texts 2:30, 3 in the morning with just ideas.
Yeah, for
It
sure.
seems like you have trouble turning things off.
Yeah, well, for sure. But it's good habits. And I know those good habits. Like, hey, at a certain amount of time, turn off your games, put down your phone, read a book or like do something else and kind of like get yourself ready for
So
bed.
what happened?
Drink some
What-
sleepy
is
time
it a,
tea.
Is it a slippery slope for you? Like you just get into the habit of
It's like anything. You just get lazy, and
It's more
to
fun,
watch
yeah.
movies and play
And
video
I
games.
play a lot of games socially with friends, and it's like I want to play games with my friends. I don't want to go to bed. It's like a naughty child is calling the shots in my head.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we've known that for a long time.
It's like, yeah, foregone conclusion.
Just the term naughty child just
I'm picturing just 6-year-old Orvidal like Krang and Turtles just operating the body of adult
Big
Orvidal.
Yeah, that's pretty apt.
oh, that's
But-
so funny.
But yeah, I need to like carve out better sleep because it sucks to live in that fugue state.
What
of
about you?
constantly
How
being
are
tired.
your sleep habits now that you
Yeah, you got a little
baby?
baby.
Huh? What? I don't know. They're pretty good just because we don't have the ability. Like, I'm so tired. He's up at between 6 and 7 every day, and I'm an early riser.
Is he sleeping through the night now?
Yes, he's sleeping through the night. That's gotten great. He's
Yeah.
he's about 7 to 7.
Yeah.
Malcolm's asleep, which is the
And for
best.
those of you that don't know, we're not talking about his baby. We're talking about your best friend that is now living in your house.
Malcolm.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is my best friend.
It's like a sitcom.
Yeah, he is my best friend. My 1-year-old son, my best friend Malcolm, and I'm his best friend. Except maybe he likes mom more, but that's okay. No, he's sleeping till about 6 or 7.
That's great.
Farmer hours.
Yeah.
That's when he gets up. So I'm generally by 10 or 11 I go to sleep, and so that's 8 hours.
So you
And I'm exhausted.
regularly get 8 hours.
Yeah, if Katie and I are hanging out, we'll watch TV or a movie, and so we'll each get like 7 hours. But we're so fucking tired. Babies are hard and tiring, just
Yeah.
physically. He's
No,
on the
I know.
move. He's all over the place, and I don't get it as bad as Katie does. So I don't know. I'm pretty fucking tired, and we're also very good at just what you're saying, being like, let's stop watching TV and then go read. And
Oh, so you you both
We
practice
both
that.
read for a few minutes, but then we're not able to do it for any amount of time, like 10 minutes, and then just done. Good night. So yeah, I don't know. I think the baby's made me sleep really good, but I'm a huge believer in that 8 hours. So I get less than 8 hours, I'm worse. I'm just way worse.
Do you work out, Andrew?
Man, sometimes. Not so much lately.
That would probably help a lot. Maybe getting back into that regimen. It's showing.
Yeah.
I didn't want to, but no one can see.
But it's an audio medium, so maybe describe me.
Oh,
to
that would
the
be great.
listeners.
Adam, would you like to start?
Remember the logo of Pudge Brothers Pizza?
I was just going
That was like a monster. It was
Yeah.
like a
Well, have you
monster
looked in
made
the mirror?
out of cheese.
Have you looked in the mirror?
Part Pudge Brothers, part Little Caesars. Because I think his legs are more Little Caesars.
I was in
They're more
Wisconsin
lines.
When you're
last
speaking
week.
about him, it's Little Caesar, you dumb fuck.
I was in Wisconsin last week for a gig, and Andrew texted me to bring him cheese curds, and I did. So I'm
flew
feeding.
cheese
friendship.
curds back to
Yeah, they're
Andrew.
really shelf
You
stable.
know he's not sleeping at.
But when
I'm
these
contributing
when
to the
these
monster.
curds hit the system, baby, I'm
Yeah.
sleeping.
Nothing's going to put you to sleep.
Baby,
passing
it's
these
cold
curds.
out.
When I put these curds in the tank, that's what I needed. That's the.
Well,
It's no longer.
make
It's
sure
the
you
curd and
specify-
toddle.
Yeah. Make sure these are sensitive curd times, so make sure you specify what
the
kind of
C-U-R-D.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone was making that mistake, but
No, I brought several refugee Kurdish people from Wisconsin.
and I asked him to.
Andrew
I was
Overdahl.
like, Adam, bring some curds. I've
He-
got the room.
He opened up his house. He's a hero.
Yeah.
He's a hero. And it was dangerous. I transported them. They didn't have documentation.
All the misconceptions we've had about Kurdistani people, they are wonderful
I like that you
people.
said Kurdistani.
I recognize Kurdistan as a state.
Others say Kurdish, but that's a choice you made.
It would be Kurdistan.
All right, fine. Jesus.
It's like doing a podcast with the president. That's the meanest thing I've ever
That's
said.
really
to Ben.
biting. And I was trying to say, Ben, what are your sleeping habits?
I'm very regimented with my sleep. And in fact, if we're getting to a sleep one, we may have to tailor mine a little bit.
Let's fuck with his sleep.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think.
Ben,
I
you
wanna
get
see you
1
with
hour
Leslie.
a day.
Well, he's dead. No, I sleep. I go to bed generally around midnight, almost every evening, and I get up at around 7. But I also, as you know from production and everything, I nap every single day.
Oh, I
I'll
can't
nap
nap at
today.
all.
I'll go home after this. I'll get an hour cat nap. I do that 7 days a week, every day.
Really?
I used to be able to nap all the time, and now I can't do it.
Never been in my entire life. Never been
I've
able to.
trained my body. By the time I hit like about 2 or 3, I start to shut down and I get tired, fall asleep. I set my alarm for exactly an hour from the point I fall asleep. I wake up, I feel good.
So you sleep from 3 to 4 every day.
Yeah, it
Very
depends on the
European
time.
of him.
It depends on the I siesta.
It's a siesta culture over at Ben's
Come on
house.
and sing along. Come on, guys. No, and so I started
But what was the song?
siesta forever.
Oh, okay.
Come on and sing along.
I think we're getting close to Ben's nap time.
I think that is the problem.
I think that might be the issue. We need to sort of record these a little further away from Ben's nap time.
Woo, I'm drowsy. But I think I started doing it because my anxiety gets really bad when I'm exhausted. And that's part of why my anxiety during the first and second season got so heightened, was because during production and during the shows, the
Yeah, you're
stress
not
and everything,
sleeping.
we didn't sleep
Yeah.
very well.
Yeah, those hours are just terrible.
And that's
Yeah,
when
you would
I-
get into this just, okay, day 20 of 5 hours in a row of sleep. Yeah.
Yeah. And I get manic.
Yeah.
I start to so I make sure that I keep rested. So what I was thinking for this is trying to make sure whatever because I think I have an idea of where you're going with this challenge. I think I should get rid of my naps because I think it pisses my wife off.
I love your willingness to just throw yourself on the
wow.
sword.
Yeah. And you need them.
And you need, like,
Well, I don't think I do if I get 8 or 9 hours sleep.
So you're going to try to
overnight.
eliminate naps and just get a full
and
serving
then try
of night
to
sleep.
get a full
Yeah.
serving of sleep, but prevent myself from napping.
I could see that when I'm awake and an adult is napping around. It is kind of annoying because you have to be quiet and there's just like this fucking layabout. You know, it's like
Yeah, these shifty layabouts. I really think that's an issue we need to address. More
yeah.
than sleep is these shifty layabouts.
Layabouts.
no, I've had roommates where it's like they would nap
No,
a lot
yeah,
in the
no.
day and it's
Where's
like,
the
God damn it, I
times
want to listen to music
to
or
do
something.
an article about all the layabouts. You know,
Absolutely.
and what with their laying about and their cog noodling and their horn swaddling.
Yes, Ben. Ben's gonna take a nap, and we're gonna break.
It genuinely is hitting on.
Who's snoozy right now?
I'm going to lay down a rug, a multicolored rug on the floor. We're going to turn the lights down low.
Does nobody miss that?
Oh, it was
Napping?
great.
Nap time.
Kindergarten nap
You
time.
talk about siestas. When I lived in Spain, it was every day, and I was in class at the time. I was in college, so you'd go to class from like 10 to noon or 1, go home, eat a big meal, sleep for 2 hours, go back to class.
Oh, my
It was
Lord.
fucking great.
So great.
And they have these blackout windows in every apartment. Every house has got blackout windows because just
I keep meaning to get those for my room because every time I'm in a hotel, I'm like, man, I've never slept better in this.
that was the only
sensory
time I napped.
deprivation
It was
box.
fucking great.
And that's why Spain continues to be the global maritime superpower that
Yep.
they are.
constantly discovering new continents. Still, always out there finding new continents.
I love the idea of that. I think.
What is the challenge? Sleep better?
I mean, I think it is.
Well, for me,
Yeah.
I'm going to see if I can carve out an 8-hour window.
You just got to be a big boy. You got to turn off little Andrew in the brain.
Naughty
And
Andrew.
turn naughty Andrew off.
Start doing a little more swig and toddling.
Yeah. No, you need to turn off your screens and read and just like
Fine.
Andrew.
I know.
At 10, it's lights out. Lights out, young man.
I'm going to have my son make sure you are not on the PlayStation.
You don't think I can hide my ID from your fucking boy?
You're right. If you've been doing it from the feds for years, you can hide it from Milo. Yeah, I think you need to set. How about this? We do that. You have to turn everything off at 10 p.m. Oh,
I hate this.
Look at how mad he got. This is great because you were just saying before we started this, you got a new game, didn't you?
Yeah, what new game did you get, Andrew? Naughty Andrew.
Yeah.
What new game did you get?
If old Andrew could just take a step back, naughty Andrew, if you're in there, we'd like to talk to you right now. What game did you get there, little guy?
Is Naughty Andrew in there? Is Naughty Andrew in there?
I got the.
Naughty Andrew? Serious question.
I got the Modern Warfare reboot, the new one.
Put
Okay.
it away for a
Yeah.
week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put it away for
No, I'm
1
not
week.
putting it away for a
Put it
week.
away.
I just got it.
But at 10 p.m. it stops.
At 10 p.m., you got to stop playing.
And if this
Modern
means
Warfare.
you have to take some time from your daughter to play your video games, you do that.
Yep.
But you stop at 10 p.m.
Exactly. Ben's right.
We're trying to make ourselves better people.
Okay, no bullshit activities past 10 p.m. You can watch a movie, I guess. Does that put you to sleep, or is that rile you up?
No movies. He turns it all off. Don't like.
no movies.
No.
I don't know. A movie can help you go to bed, I guess.
because he'll
Yeah,
sit
I-
up and watch all kinds of movies.
No,
I
I
watch those
I-
horror
A lot of
movies.
times I'll put on a movie that I know sucks to like put myself to sleep. Just like a visual.
Like what is that?
Sleep
What's a
aid.
movie that's a known sucker?
You know what I've been doing? I call it Insomniac Theater because it's a movie that I watch in like 27 installments because that's how much I'm watching each night.
That's awesome.
Lately, it's been The Last Samurai, the Tom Cruise movie.
What are you talking about? That's a terrible, great movie.
I'll watch like a little bit of it and then right to bed. A little bit of it, right
All
to
right,
bed.
well, I think we allow for that.
Yeah, only The Last Samurai.
Only The Last Samurai for the next week.
Yeah.
Well, it's like a 3-hour movie, so I've got a good amount left.
I guess what are you looking for? Do you just want to feel better because you feel like shit because you're tired all the time?
Yeah, just to see if I can be like, okay, well, I carved out 8 hours of sleep for a week. I felt better. I'm like functioning better.
So we should each just try to do 8, because I'll miss 8 a lot with Malcolm. It's not a guarantee. I try to get as much as possible.
We'll see how many in a 7-night period. How many 8-hour blocks of sleep can you carve out? Maybe you won't sleep. A lot of times, even if I give myself the 8 hours, I'll wake up after 5.
You have
and just
to
be
stay
awake.
there. Stay in
at
bed.
5 a.m.
You stay in bed.
Staring at the ceiling.
Yeah.
If there's smoke, if there...
Wait, what?
It just... Hear me out.
Ben's taking a weird...
Yeah. The challenge is I just die in
Yeah.
bed. What is the challenge?
I mean... Anyway, Adam,
Yes.
what's yours?
I don't think I really need to change all that much. I'm just going to try to sleep 8 hours every night, right?
Okay, yeah, but do you normally get that? What'd you say? Because if you're still tired, maybe you need more sleep.
I'm always fucking
Maybe you need
tired.
10 hours.
How about you do your 8 hours, but you have to try to nap once a day?
That's a bullshit challenge.
Why?
Because that doesn't make
'Cause
me
you-
better. That makes me worse.
It does make you worse?
Yeah, I'm not
Maybe
gonna-
you need to nap. It's made me a better person.
Yeah, look at you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Scratching your fucking
Yeah, it
face.
looks like you've got
I
bedbug
itch.
bites.
I haven't had my nap yet. You guys are cutting into my
I
nap
could try
time.
to do naps. I could try to see how I do it.
Try
naps.
to- try
'Cause
to
Malcolm
take a-
naps at 2:30. That's a
Hey,
perfect
same
nap.
time as
There
Ben.
it is.
Yeah, same time as Ben.
Yeah.
my 1-year-old son.
Ever since he got up here, we synced up.
Dope.
When he was born, Malcolm and I, yeah.
All right, I'll try to nap.
Okay, you
I'll
try
to
to nap. I'm going to cut my naps out and try to get to 8 hours, and we'll see how bad my panic attacks are when I come back.
And loser of this challenge doesn't get to sleep for 1 week straight. No. Yes.
Yeah.
And we get all sorts of confessions out of them.
Yeah.
Have you ever done a sleep deprivation challenge?
No.
I
That's
did it
what we should be
once.
doing.
I did it. and
Why would
it's
you ever do such a
crazy.
thing?
It was in high school. It was like I had gone to this alternative high school after getting kicked out of my regular high school. I went to the bad kid high school where they would just let you come up with your own shit for extra credits. So me and my best friend at the time pitched our teacher a sleep deprivation experiment, which he wholeheartedly signed off on. And we stayed up. I think we made it like 3 nights
Wow.
or something. We were so fucking out of our
You
minds.
can die doing that.
And you like see, it's like you just see movement on your peripheral vision all the fucking time. You're like crazy irritable. You just get in this like terrible state.
Holy shit.
Wow,
And we would
dude.
just binge movies. This was back in the days of VHS. There was no streaming, so
Yeah.
binging movies meant you had a stack,
Yeah,
about
a lot of
8 feet
lot of
high of
blockbuster runs.
boxes. Yeah, and so we lived right next to a video store, and so we just rented a bunch of movies.
Jesus
yeah, we made
Christ.
it, and it was
That's like
horrible.
That's super dangerous.
and we had to keep like a diary of like our condition.
Dude, you should
and-
find that and read it on stage.
Oh, I wish I had it.
That'd be amazing.
It's bad. That's no one's getting
I
better.
don't think I'd
with
made
the
it that
sleep
long. I mean, I
deprivation
made it
challenge.
30-something hours one time, but just because of work shit and
Meth.
I remember when, and methamphetamine, which is work. I mean, trying to find it.
yeah.
Doing the math.
Yeah.
Apologizing to your family.
Yep. Cleaning the
That's-
carpet.
Yeah.
It burns.
It does. It's work. Where did that molar go? That's work.
Someone's got to get to the bottom of that.
Where are my glasses? Things like that. It's all work. No, I did Just for Laughs. I remember I was headlining a show at Just for Laughs. I had 2 shows that night, and then I left, flew back on a red eye that I couldn't sleep on, and then did UMS 2 shows the next day with spells,
Jeez.
and didn't go
Is
to
this when you
bed
had
until
heart
like one
bumples?
No. So I stayed up. I think it was about 30-something hours. So
Fuck.
doing shows, but I wouldn't do it if it wasn't like sacrificing for work or something. That's crazy.
When I was
3
a
days?
kid, I had a friend who was a Christian kid, and they had something where his church was like 24 hours all night fun.
Yeah,
And
they would do these lock-ins.
Right,
They would go to
and-
like a fucking rec center.
Exactly. And so there was like all sorts of activities, and I went with him to that. And at about 3 a.m., I called my dad. I was like, come and pick me up. This sucks. And I just left and went home and went to sleep.
It's a
Well,
bizarre,
I mean-
bizarre idea.
Yeah.
It's not bizarre. Jesus did a lock-in in a cave for 3 days.
He did.
He didn't sleep. You think he slept when he went from being a person to a rabbit? Do you think that
Person to a rabbit.
when
All
he
right,
became
Ben's gonna nap. Ben is going to nap in the break. But that is the challenge. All of us
Okay.
have to sleep in different ways that
adjust
we
our
think might
sleep
help us.
patterns that
Yeah,
we think
adjust
will
the
make
sleep
it
patterns.
better? Yeah,
And we'll report back. In the meantime, we should probably listen to some comedy from our live show.
which is the last Saturday of every month at the historic Bug Theater in Denver, Colorado.
So enjoy the comedy, and we're going to go fuck with our sleep patterns.
Get out of the trenches of tedious tasks like managing order fulfillment and start growing your business with ShipStation. They'll help increase profitability by automating your workflow with their simple, easy-to-use dashboard. With it, you can pretty much do everything you need to quickly and easily. Update order information, print labels, compare rates, optimize shipments, and even set up automatic delivery notifications. And it doesn't matter where you sell. Amazon, Etsy, eBay, Shopify, ShipStation can integrate pretty much anywhere online. Another great thing about ShipStation? They can help reduce costs with industry-leading discounted rates from some of the biggest mail carriers. You might even be able to get up to 89% off USPS and UPS rates. So, make this year your most profitable one yet. Sign up for your free 30-day trial at ShipStation.com and use the code Spotify. That's ShipStation.com with the code Spotify.
I had been on the road for 6 weeks. I had been on the road traveling doing comedy. I came home. I'm trying to relax. I'm, doing my relaxation thing in my bedroom. I'm naked, eating Cheetos, talking to a friend of mine. Not gonna lie to you people, I was high as hell. I was high as hell. I'm on the phone with this comic in LA, and this possum just sachets the fuck in my bedroom like it knew me, right? And I'm looking down like that is the biggest damn rat I have ever seen in my life. Then my weed brain kicked in. It's like, Mo, wake up. You know we don't get rats that big. We live in Memphis, dog. That looks like a possum, which is a wild animal, so you should probably scream like a bitch right now. So that's what happens when you have a wild animal in your house, so you're supposed to be like, ah! And I did. I screamed like a bitch. I'm like, ah! And you would think the possum would run the fuck away. The possum had literally stopped what it was doing, looked up at me like, oh, nigga, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bother you. Then slowly turned around and walked into another room of my house like it knew the damn layout. Do you understand me? You people laugh, I don't care. I had a possum in my house for 3 weeks that I know about, okay? My friend I was on the phone with, she's a comic, she's laughing her ass off. She's like, oh my God, you got a possum in your house. I'm like, thank you for being observant, bitch. She's like, don't be an asshole. Do me a favor, the next time you see it, fuck with it. That's why I hate my friends right there. How you want me to fuck with a possum? All right, just listen up. I want you to lay on the ground and play possum. Okay, look, bitch. Look, bitch, that's hilarious, but I'm not trying to appropriate this possum's culture, you understand? Because if I do that and then it walks back in my room wearing blackface, I cannot say shit. Now, and by the way, a possum in blackface is called a raccoon, which is both racist and accurate at the same fucking time. 3 weeks, I couldn't sleep in my house. 3 weeks, I'm scared to go to bed because I'm afraid I'm gonna wake up and find a possum in my bed trying to be Big Spoon. And I'm sorry, but nobody ever needs to hear the phrase possum dick in your back, okay? Nobody.
That was Mo Alexander, who had such a great set. I remember he kind of just jump-started the show.
Oh,
It
dude.
was killer.
Yeah, last Saturday of every month at
Last
the
Saturday.
world-famous Bug
The
Theater.
historic, world-famous Bug Theater in
It's been
Denver,
a week.
Colorado. It's been more than a week. It's been like a week and a half.
Yeah.
2 weeks.
I've
I feel
missed-
like it's
I've
been 2
missed
weeks.
you.
I feel like
Tight-
I haven't seen you guys in forever.
Tight bros, because I'll tell you why you haven't seen me forever. We were supposed to do it last week.
Yep.
But I was screwing with my sleep jive, which was the challenge, and I got sick.
Damn. Well, let's recap. The challenge was for all of us to improve
our sleep.
in some way.
So what
And
was
so it
your,
was very, it was
what was your
individualistic.
improvement, Ben?
Just like our
my
sleep
improvement
patterns.
was to get 8 hours sleep at night, but more importantly, to not nap because I'm a big napper.
Right.
And I loves me to nap.
And
so.
my personal one was that I should do these 20-minute disco meditative naps to just be a more whole round person, I suppose.
Well, yeah, because you don't get normal amounts of sleep.
I mean, I do okay, but yes, it's worse since having a baby.
Yeah.
So that was my challenge. And Andrew, you were sort of the nexus of the entire challenge. What was yours? You just
I
not
needed
sleeping
an
good.
8-hour window of sleep.
Yeah.
And I needed, at 10 p.m.,
Yes.
you stipulated I needed to turn off my gadgets and gizmos and games and
Drink yourself
downshift.
to sleep.
Yeah.
And drink yourself to sleep. I ran into our buddy Aldrin Cornejo in L.A., and is that his last name? Cornejo?
Yeah,
I believe
Cornejo,
it is.
yeah.
And he was saying that he plays video games with you late at night, and I was telling him about this. I said, then you need to cut your shit, Aldrin, because we're in the middle of a sleep challenge
No,
right now.
Aldrin has a
Stop
day
playing
job.
video games
He's
with
like
Andrew.
he's very responsible.
Well,
No,
he
he's
said
never
he
playing
said
late
he'd
at
leave
night.
you alone because I said stay away from my boy
Yeah, you
for a week.
probably should have, because you know what he's doing? He's messing with our boy's sleep
He's
pattern.
messing with my boy's sleep, and I roughed Aldrin up on
Yeah.
the street a little
Did
bit.
you really?
I pushed him against a building right on
Grawlix
Franklin.
saves the world style.
Yeah, and he's like, I'll stop.
Yeah.
And he was going to come to my show, but he didn't after that.
Yeah, and
'cause
you
he
tell
was
him,
scared.
I told
Win-win.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
You don't mess with my boy, Aldrin, I said.
I messaged him and I was like, don't ever fucking come to this city.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I see your dumb fucking face here, Aldrin,
Yeah.
I'm going to fuck you up.
Right.
You know, because my boy doesn't sleep because you need to play the Halos or the Gears of Duties or the whatever.
You have never sounded more dad-like in your life.
or your
Especially
mind,
you know the
or your
titles.
mind
You know the titles.
craps.
I've played
Just,
games with you.
Infamy of Catan.
Yeah,
or whatever the
yeah.
new game is.
Adam is
Theft
believable.
Combats.
Adam is really doing it, but you know these
Resolution 406.
Yes. Oh, you played 406.
Yeah, the new hot games that
Yeah.
Aldrin and Andrew play.
That's also, not many people know, Revolution 406 was the cleaner that killed that guy at that Buffalo Wild Wings in Massachusetts. It's a very high-strength floor cleaner, Resolution 406. He used it to bleach Wild Wings floors.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
You didn't
into-
hear about this story?
You guys play...
Oh, look it up.
You play Clandestine Perpetrator?
Now, do you play that on online mode, or do you prefer the actual
Online. I want to hear what
story
the
mode?
crew has to say.
Yeah. He's a story mode guy. That's him.
Story mode on CP.
Yeah, the
Well,
whole
anyway.
CP universe is holy shit. Although I don't like saying CP
Yeah,
universe.
that's a different meaning. Anyway, those are the games that you and Aldrin fucking play.
Yeah, because you're both stupid
Yeah, idiots.
fucking nerds.
So that was the challenge. I guess who should go first? Because Andrew was the sort of generator of the whole challenge. Maybe he should go first.
Yeah.
okay.
How'd it go?
So on night one, I stayed up until 3:30 a.m. playing video games
What
with my
are you
friends.
doing?
You're like
Because
him
you
on
know what I
social
did?
media.
Because I thought about binge cheating. I was having fun with my
Bull-
friends.
oh
and
my
I was like, you know what? Binge cheated on the social media thing. I'm going to keep having fun with my friends.
You are such
And I
a-
stayed up almost till the fucking sun came up.
This is why this podcast
Games.
needs
This is why
disciplinary measures.
because it devalues the
spatula.
currency.
get the like spatula out,
Get the spatula.
and each of us gets a thwap to the face, starting with Andrew's cheating.
no,
We get to
because I
thwap
stuck
him.
with mine. And you know what? Cheating is hack because I did it first.
That's true.
Yeah.
You need to find a different way to ruin the challenge.
You're a fucking hack.
So that was
Okay,
the
so
first night.
3:30,
And then the next night, I was like, all right, I'll buckle down. I'll give this a try. So I turned off my games at 10, got 8 hours of sleep, and then I had a dream. I had a dream that I slept with my friend's wife, like one of those. So I woke up.
sleep 8
So I
hours.
woke up well rested, but horribly haunted all day. I would have rather have been tired than remember a haunting dream like that. Like, why did I even?
Are you
think that?
attracted to
No,
this
I'm
lady?
not attracted to her in my waking life. It
Did
was
you
just
tell
one of
your
those
friend?
dreams. No, I didn't tell
Just
my
tell
friend.
me, Andrew.
Tell us who it is.
Tell
us
me,
names and last
Andrew.
names.
Ben, dude, obviously.
No,
No,
because
don't.
if it was me, you know that I'd be cucking it out in the corner, jacking off, watching it.
If it was either of you guys, I would have told you immediately just to share the horrible haunting with you. No, it was.
Yeah. So, well, the dogs.
So.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
that
that's,
sucked. And
that's,
then-
either an asset or a not.
It was not. It was,
So
I was
you-
like,
but did you feel more rested though?
I did, yeah. I kind of remodeled my house and I brought my books out of the spare bedroom and put them in here. And So then I was like, oh yeah, at 10 I'll start reading. So I was like, I did start reading. It was great.
Andrew.
Although then I stayed up late reading because I was like, wow, this book is good. So I just like kept reading
It's
way
gotta
longer
be
than I
better.
was
I know I'm
supposed
like
to.
constantly anti-screen, but it's
No,
got
it-
to be
it
better.
does have to
you
be
feel
better.
less
Yeah.
tension in your brain, but reading words on a page than looking at a screen.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but the sleep was still the most important part. You were,
But I got
getting it-
sick too. I had a cold.
All
so
of us
my
got-
sleep
the whole damn city of Denver got sick in the last 2 weeks.
that was a tough one.
Everyone was sick.
So my sleep was a little raggedy just because of that. I was like not sleeping great. But it was really helpful to read starting at 10.
Did you have any other dreams that disturbed you
No,
subsequently?
just that one.
So
That
I
was
think
the
what
one.
you were saying is you've had this latent desire to bang,
Bang
your
your
friend's
friend's-
wife,
and I
that
think
you've
you
been
should
like
say-
numbing through video games and staying up because you're running away
That's
from
good,
it,
Adam. That's
and then
good.
the one first chance you get to free yourself from
Yes.
those distractions, you're sleep hard fucking your friend's wife.
Yeah. Did you wake up solid? No. You weren't rock solid. So you're not
No, I
even
woke
really
up
into
like-
it.
So
You're
I
just kind
guess
of
I woke
doing
up
it
like
to go through the
frowning,
motions.
like, God, why did I have that
Yes.
dream?
Yes.
So Andrew hasn't had a sleep issue at all. Andrew's been in love with his friend's wife for years.
Yes, he has.
And he's been hiding that. He's been running away from it, and now
I think we
had to
should-
face it. So I'd like to call her on the podcast live.
Yeah, we should
If
get her
we
on the line.
could. So I'm going to need her name and number and the friend.
Bat Boy Ron could do this.
Could
He's
Bat Boy Ron?
Bat Boy.
Hey, Ron, where are the keys to the batter's box? Can you go fetch those for us?
No, so
That's an old baseball
were you
grift.
at least now? What kind of sex was it? Was it good?
What position was it?
Yeah, what happened?
Or was
No,
it
I'm
many?
not giving you guys any details.
You-
It's a
you don't
slippery
even-
slope. It's
My
a slippery
story-
slope, and then
Ooh, is that a
you'll
move you
be
did?
like the person.
The slippery slope.
Hey, you never done a slippery slope?
Yeah, I do. What you do is you gack down, you girt down the back.
No.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
It's so gross.
And then you press your stomach to it and you slide down it.
You're so gross.
That is so gross, but I love it.
So gross.
That's the slippery
That's
slope.
the slippery slope.
Girt
Many a mountain climber has perished
on the slippery
on the
slope.
slippery slope.
No, so it wasn't good. Was the sex good at least during it and you woke up feeling bad?
Did you have a nocturnal emission?
No, I did not.
Have you played the new video game Nocturnal
yeah.
Emission?
Oh yeah, dude.
4.
3 and 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great game. I'm sure Aldrin's probably beat it twice.
Hey.
Hey-o. So are you going to continue this?
Okay, so yeah, sleep. Your desire to fuck this woman aside. How did it
Such
continue?
an asshole.
Did you
I
continue getting 8 hours? Did you continue reading?
No, I probably got 8 hours only one other time because I was sick.
Did you
and
go
I
right back to
cheated
video
a few
games
other
and shit?
times. Yeah.
So you didn't do the
Andrew,
challenge at all.
come
One night you
on,
did the challenge.
I did it 2 nights.
We're haunted by the vision you had.
Yeah. I wasn't excited to get 8 hours of sleep. I was like, well, if I'm going to remember these terrible
I'm going
dreams.
to end up in another dream brothel with my buddy's wife. I don't even want to be here. I'm asleep. You need to get up. Andrew, wake up.
Wake up, Andrew. You're being so naughty. Wake up. This is naughty.
Oh, I should call him when he gets up and tell him it's not real. Why do you feel bad? That's the one place you're allowed to fuck your friends is in your dreams. And even then you feel bad. Oh, God.
Yeah,
I want
celebrate
you to
it.
know, I
it.
fucked all of you in my dream.
Oh,
Do you
no.
remember the dream that
I remember the episode where you made me kiss you. Of
Do you remember
television.
the dream I had about the cast of Those Who Can't? Do you remember me telling you about it?
refresh me though. I can't remember.
I had a dream right before we started filming. Totally. I came on set and told all of them, and I told Maria, so it's not.
Oh,
But,
here we go.
but
Cool.
I-
That's
we were-
professional.
we were-
Hey, I had a dream we fucked last night.
No, it wasn't that.
Welcome to the team.
It wasn't that. It was that we were all on a bus, but for some reason, 2 of the seats were in the back corner, so they kind of sat in an L shape. So, and we were sitting 2 and 2. And I was wearing sweatpants, you know, as I do in real life. I don't even own a pair of sweatpants. And
The ultimate fantasy.
I remember.
Oh, yeah, you did tell me.
I remember that I think it was Andrew's hands went down my pants and started giving me a hand job because he was sitting next to me.
Oh my god!
And then I look over at him and I'm like, what are you doing? And he just turns and he goes, and when I looked over at both you and Maria, you were holding hands and Maria was crying.
Oh my god!
That sounds
Wow.
And I tried to dissect what that meant,
Jesus fucking.
but I don't want to go there.
No, that's like we need some ayahuasca to figure that one out.
Yeah,
You
I
need to hire
debated
professional movers to unpack that.
Yeah,
Jesus
for
Christ.
telling Maria that at one set I was like, I don't want you to feel weird, but you were crying while Andrew was giving me a hand job. In my
Maybe
Why
it
would
was just
you
'cause-
possibly tell someone?
Maybe it was because I was holding her hand that she was crying. Maybe it had nothing to do with you
I have
guys.
clammy hands.
I got clammy hands.
Jesus Christ.
So anyway,
I
send
can't
your
believe
erotic
Maria
those who
has
can't
not-
fanfic to.
I can't believe Maria didn't immediately sue the fucking
All
shit
right,
out
well
of
that's you're disturbing. You're disturbing.
All right, so how did yours go?
Mine was terrible. I tried it 5
Wait,
times.
wait. How is it terrible to take 20 minutes to yourself?
Because I could never fall asleep within the 20 minutes, and I would be calm, and I would start to fall asleep, and I was like, well, you got to wake up in 10 minutes. So I would pull myself out of sleep. So it was this sort of chaos. And one time I did it, and I was just down for 2 hours, and I blew past things I wanted to do, and I definitely woke up being like, well, that was great. I fucking needed 2 hours sleep, I guess, but I never was able to control it. So every time it was sort of restless. It was never meditative.
So you're afraid of it because you can't control it.
My mind, when you're like half asleep, your mind starts to wander, and then
Right to your friend's wife.
What's your friend's wife? And I was just fucking all my friends' wives. No, it would be like it was weird. It's kind of that half sleep where you're like, oh, I had a good idea. I should write that down. But then you kind of just don't and go off into another thing.
So Adam gets cool ideas while he sleeps, and you and I have the most.
Yeah, and we fuck each other.
I tried to do one. I was doing my one-man show in L.A. So I was trying to do sleep 20 minutes, but then I just kept thinking about the show and like trying to remember the material, and then it would veer off into weird connective thoughts, and it was never restless. And I don't think
restful.
Or
it was
restful.
always
I
restless.
was always restless. I don't see any reason to continue doing it because I want to get more sleep, but I think I need all my sleep at nighttime. I don't think I can do these little disco naps that people I feel like this is a weird Silicon Valley CEO thing. It's like you take a 20-minute microdose and get better ideas.
Yeah.
But I don't. It didn't seem to work for me.
Wow. I think part of the reason it's not working is you're not rested and you're going way too into too deep of a sleep, because that is difficult. If you do more than like 40 minutes, I think, or 45 minutes, you really then at that point, if you don't get a couple hours, you feel like garbage when you wake up.
Oh, I felt terrible. And it coincided with daylight savings time, so it was dark. And
Yeah.
it was just very disconcerting. It felt like I time traveled. And Katie is like, you look so rested. I didn't want to wake you up. I was like, why didn't you wake me up? I missed walking the dogs and all this shit.
It threw your day out of whack.
Yeah.
I love that.
Well,
That
but it
makes
sucks.
me so. No, that's great. That's just what it's supposed to do. Is this? But I think you should continue.
I think there's elements of my life that I could improve, but I don't think that sleep is one of them. I think I'm doing a decent job of maximizing my efficiency, and I feel like these 20-minute things are bullshit for me.
Well,
I'm not going to continue.
I think you didn't really give it a fair shake. How many days did you do it?
I did it like 5 times.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
It also coincided with sickness and
Oh, yeah.
travel and all of that. So my routine was very disrupted. It wasn't like, if it was a scientific experiment, it's not the same conditions every single time.
Yeah, it's weird because I'm the opposite. I found it very difficult to not nap.
Yeah.
I've trained my body so well that by the time
Oh, we see.
well, let me explain it to these people.
Nap ninja over here.
I love a good nap.
Forged my body into an instrument of napping.
Yeah.
Have you beat Nap Ninja yet, or No, you're still in level 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, level 4 is tricky.
Well, the nap ninja,
The nap warden's on level 4.
I like even now I feel it. I'm going to be ready for a nap. I think right around 2:30 or 3 o'clock, my nappy state comes on.
Yeah, I remember last time we were podcasting, it was mid-nappy.
Yeah,
state.
I get nappy, and I want to like take a little snooze.
What did you do with your extra time in your day?
Yeah, what would you do? What would happen when you get nappy but couldn't nap?
Bonus time
I
in your
just
day.
honestly sit there and think about how I wanted to nap
Yeah.
until I woke back up, until I didn't feel like. As you texted me and you were like, "How you doing?" and I said that I feel like a magician who lost his coin. I don't.
which is
Oddly
the weirdest
beautiful. That's beautiful.
I don't know what it means, but I think it's like I couldn't find my gag. You know what I mean? I couldn't find my trick.
Did you perform? Did it affect? I'm sure you did.
Yeah. No, because it's funny. So I'll get drowsy for about an hour or so, and then I come back to and I feel fine.
There's also the endorphin rush. I've been so tired, and then you get on stage, you're like, "Fuck it, this is."
Yeah, but it's not even that. It's by the time.
That's actually why I cheated that first night, because I closed out the show and I had a great time, and so I was like, you know how it is. You're
Performance
like, I'm not
high.
tired
Yeah.
at all. So that's why I
Yeah.
stayed up till.
No, it was without me even performing. I just felt like I got done. Like if I didn't take the nap, I found that I get drowsy for a period of time and then I come back awake.
Okay.
Without having ever really done anything different. It's like whatever is my brain is pumping out to make me feel sleepy is being burned off, and then I start to wake up again. And I will say this, though. When I don't nap, I sleep much better at night. I sleep for longer periods of time. I shouldn't say I sleep better. I just sleep longer. When I nap, though, I'm up at 6:30 and
Ready to fight, motherfuckers.
ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready to brawl.
You wake up at 6:30 in the morning.
Well, because Milo goes to school then. So my alarm goes off or Crystal's goes off. I can't go back to sleep. My mind starts. But if I haven't slept, I'll sleep till 7:30 or 8 o'clock. I'll get that extra time in. But I don't like it. And I'm not going to do it. I'm going to nap. I think...
I'm not going to nap.
Well... Here's the problem with that. And I think it shows in our performance on the mat.
No, here we go.
Okay, I think I've proven myself in the jiu-jitsu arena as being a far more effective grappler, and I think that comes down.
That hurts because grappling's always been my strong suit.
Well, you've said
I've
it
said, and others have as well, but not you. No, I don't go to the fucking jujitsu mat. I don't need to perform there.
It shows you haven't been there lately.
I've never been there. I don't know why you're guilting me.
Well, it shows.
Okay.
It shows.
Well, yeah, of course it shows that I've never been there. I'm
just
there.
saying it shows.
Shows every time.
Yeah, it shows.
Well, okay.
He needs his nap.
Not with that attitude, you won't.
Okay, I'm being scolded. I'm getting an insight into how Ben teaches jujitsu now, which is mostly
like
mind
an
games.
11-year-old boy.
Yeah.
What's that?
You'd think it would be a physical
Quit
approach.
copying
Ben
me.
gets in your head
Quit
first.
copying me.
Yeah.
I know you are, but what am I? I know you are, but what am I?
Tonight we're going to learn how to defend ourselves against the stop hitting yourself offense. No, I think overall, I like the way I do things. I enjoy taking a nap. I enjoy having that little bit of time to shut down and then wake up feeling
I think
rejuvenated.
naps are healthy.
Yeah.
I mean, you were just doing it as an experiment to kind of see.
Yeah. I do.
I like how I do things. I like getting 8 hours of sleep and then kicking ass the whole day.
You
no
look
naps.
tired, though.
Andrew was the one who requested this. What's your takeaway? Because I'm not changing a goddamn thing.
I'm not changing anything either. I'm going to stay up all night playing games
and eat candy.
No, it was great to read before bed. That's like something that's a good habit to get into for sure. I could see myself leaning more into that.
Into reading. Good to hear. Good to hear, bud.
You.
Good to hear you've come back around to reading. That was what we were hoping for, Adam.
Yeah,
wasn't
this
it?
was a roundabout challenge.
To get you to get back to reading.
Back into the books.
And sound it out. Sound them out.
And may I say, Andrew, all of literature celebrates your return.
All right, I'm de-shelving
Yeah.
you. I'm taking your book out of my bookshelf.
Oh, yep, there they are. That's,
Authors
Penguin.
are chiming in around the globe.
Yeah, I'm
Excited to have Orvidal's eyes on their literature.
What will Orvidal think of? What he say? Well, he can't. He's playing. Name a video game.
Oh, pop-up
Yeah.
resurrection.
Yeah, it's an artisanal resurrection.
Yeah, it's an
man.
artisanal resurrection
Yeah,
set in like Jesus time.
Pop-up resurrection.
Holy
Well,
shit.
I think I'm going to say I've had fun with this episode. You presented it, and I'm not going to lie. I thought it was going to be one of the more boring challenges because
A
it is
real
a
snoozer.
snooze fest, if you will. But it ended up.
Swish!
But it ended up being. It actually ended up being very fun, and it reminded me that this. I do enjoy this way I do things.
Yeah.
And I think you learned the same thing.
Everything, this show doesn't have to be like, change it. You can just evaluate it, look at it, and see what needs changing, and I think my system works for me.
Yeah, exactly. And I think, you should start sleeping longer because there's so many other wives out there
I
for
knew it.
you
I knew it
to
was
bottom out
Yeah.
on in your dreams.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bottoming out.
Bottoming out.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
I love that you went straight to sleeping with somebody when
Day one. Night one.
night one, day one, night one, dearest journal. All right.
The
well-
literature is so dry. I enjoy it, but the mind wanders.
but my buddy's wife is quite the opposite.
I
Okay.
think this challenge very well illustrates that not everything needs fixing necessarily.
No,
but
I-
parts of your life do need examining, seeing if you're doing it right or not. For
And
for
for
yourself.
sure, and I reaffirm, we both did. We reaffirmed that,
Naps fuck me up. I'm also tired after them.
and I fucks with naps,
Right.
And Andrew
Video games
fucks
rule.
other people's wives.
And Andrew fucks other people's wives.
Oh, he coveteth.
I think we should listen to some live comedy from the Grawlix live show.
Yep.
Live comedy from the live show instead
Yep.
of, recorded comedy that we play at our live show. And we'll come back and we'll do the challenge for next episode.
Yeah, we'll set it up.
I just got engaged. Oh my God, thank you. Everyone's been asking me, they're like, how did he propose? I'm like, I begged him for 3.5 years. So sweet. We are actually thinking about having kids, and he has a very Jewish name, and so do I. Mine's Esther, his is Noah. So we decided if we have a kid, we want to torture them with a Jewish name. So here's the plan. If we have a boy, we're going to name him Moses. And if we have a girl, we're going to get an abortion. So if there are any pro-life Christians in this room, calm down. It's going to be a Jewish baby. So it's fine. It's okay. We live together. That's pretty cool. I woke up the other day to a boner. I woke up and right away, a boner was pressed against my leg, and I'm a very cool, horny woman. I grabbed it. I was like, oh, is that for me? Is that my boner? We're gonna get freaky this morning. He swatted my hand away, and he goes, no, that's my pee boner. I gotta pee real bad. How insulting. I'm like, next time he touches my pussy and it's wet, I'm gonna be like, no. That's my shit pussy. I got a shit real bad. I've always wanted to end a joke with shit pussy, and it has taken me 9 years to get there. Thank you. The art of the craft. He's leaving. He needs to. I'm done with shit pussy. I'm gonna go home now because my night is complete.
That was Esther Steinberg. Tremendous.
The last Saturday of every month, we do our live Grawlix show at the Bug Theater, and it's so much fun. You guys should come.
Before we reveal next episode's challenge, I just want to mention our Patreon. If you already back us on there, thank you a million. And if you haven't, you should go check it out. We've got all kinds of bonus stuff on there. There's like weird stuff, prize giveaways. And coming next week on Patreon is a bonus story about my insane neighbors
You guys
destroying
gotta
some of
fucking
my
hear
property. It's troubling.
It's a
troubling.
doozy. It's a very weird one.
You can also listen and subscribe to this podcast. Be sure to rate, review, share it with everybody you know. Tell the world. Also follow us on Twitter at Grawlix Comedy.
I'd like to thank Mike Henderson for your help recording the live show, and to upstart bat boy Ron Doyle for everything else. Couldn't do it without you. I think you're going to make it in the bigs, kid.
I want to call this next challenge. I'm going to set it up right here. Okay. And I kind of briefly hinted at it.
I'm not giving you a tugger on the bus.
No. Maria's not in town, so it would never work.
Okay.
I like that was the
Well,
that was
it's the piece, so I can't do it if she's not crying about it.
Got it.
So I mentioned it earlier, but I think your jits is lacking. I think your jujitsu is lacking. I think, and I don't want to be rude about it, I think you're both fucking pussies.
Wow. That's not rude.
Oh, gauntlet thrown. Yeah. I'm fine with it.
Yeah. So I think I'm going to take you both to learn jujitsu. That's going to be the next challenge for the next episode,
nice.
and we'll get into it on the next episode.
I'll start drinking Mountain Dew now.
And I'm already divorced, so I'm ready.
And as always, that theme music, those sweet jams that take us in and out, that's provided by Charlie Continental, a.k.a. Chuck Coffee. Play us out, Charlie.